Welcome to the Farming Without the Bank podcast, the show with a no BS approach to money, hosted by a farm strategy expert and authorized IBC practitioner. Join us as we get real and expose the flaws of traditional financial institutions in order to help farmers take control of their finances, create peace of mind, grow their wealth, and leave a legacy. Now, here's your host, Mary Jo Ehrman.
And welcome back to the podcast. Thank you very much for being here. That was quite the hello. I can't even keep up with myself today. All right, guys, I want to talk to you today about dream killers. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. And when I get into meetings with people, it's always very interesting because I want to know just, what are our aspirations? What is the ultimate goal in life? What do we want to do? And it's funny because people are always super reluctant to tell me what those things are. Yet I find it interesting and I find it very discouraging because I am a dreamer. If there is an idea, I'm like, ooh, let's do that. That is such a good idea. It is extremely rare for me to say, well, that's a really bad idea. That's probably not going to work. Did you think about this, and this, and this? And even my daughter, who is 17, soon to be 18, she will come home with ideas. I'm like, that is such a good idea. Do you want me to help you do that? And because of that, we are in the situation that we are in today, meaning I have landscaping going on. We have trees going in by the hundreds. We have a rental property being furnished and completed with construction. And then I have this business and I'm planning on, a client conference in January of 2024, planning on an Iowa client little seminar and all that good stuff in Cedar Rapids, July 20th. Let me just add that for you. But if I have an idea, I just do it. Were my parents super supportive of everything I wanted to do? To an extent, there were things that we've done that they're like, yeah, that's probably not a good idea. But they never really said, no, don't do it, and then pestered you about it or cut you down or belittled you. That was not something that happened in our house. And so when I meet with clients and they're reluctant, they will preface it and go, well, I'm kind of a dreamer. And you can already tell that they feel a little bit bad about it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's such a good idea. What is it that you want to do? And I had this young kid, and I'm going to call him a kid because he was like 21. I had this young kid the other day, and he was working in the family business. And he was very timid about sharing what he wanted to do and his ideas. And I said, well, do you share ideas with the family? Yeah, sometimes. And I said, do they implement them? He's like, not until they're having a bad day or something. And then my idea is good enough. But he's already seen, like, can we do this easier? And he's researched and he's done the research and he brings it back. And of course, the family says, no, we're just going to keep doing it the way we're doing it. And he said in their particular family business that they are way behind the times and still doing stuff very old-fashioned compared to their competitors. But yet they don't want to listen to him. And I could tell that he had been beaten down and beaten down and beaten down because he did not want to tell me what his goals were. The fact that he maybe wanted to start a business, the fact that he maybe wanted to buy rental properties. He didn't want to share that stuff. It's not that he didn't want to share it. When he shared it, he did it almost in a manner like a little kid would get hit, right? You could just sense that. And that was extremely disheartening to me and made me think about all the other clients just like him that I have talked to throughout the years. And I frankly don't care if they're 21 or if they're 50, because I have a lot of 50-year-olds and 40-year-olds that will come to me like, yeah, I really want to start this business or I really want to start this farm, but somebody's telling me that's a bad idea or that's a lot of risk. Okay, so big deal. Isn't it risky that we go to work every day to our salary depending on somebody else being responsible? Isn't it risky that we don't do anything risky? Like, how do you know if something is going to work if you don't do it? And if you are the person that is the negative Nelly out there and saying, well, that's just not a good idea. What if, what if, what if? How about you just shush? Or you change your vocabulary and say, well, what if they do this? What are all the positives instead of all the negatives? Let me tell you something. I did not know how to write a book. I had no idea. I mean, first of all, I didn't know how to write the book. I wrote the book and then I hired the people to edit the book. And then I rewrote the book and then I had it edited again by people that understand how to put things together grammatically. This is not me. I did not excel in writing in school, but there are people that did. And so I wrote it and they made it sound good and they fixed all the errors. But I don't even remember telling people that I was writing a book. I just did it. I didn't ask for permission to do those things. I don't ask for permission to do anything. I just do it. Because the people that are sitting around doing nothing and telling you that it's not going to work are the very people that have nothing because they're frankly too scared to do it. For me, it's always really, what is worst case scenario? What is the absolute worst thing that can happen? Oh, I have to go back to get a job. Now, let's reverse 10 years, right? I think my book has been out about 10 years. Let's reverse 10 years. It was not that easy to find a job. That was a risk. If this whole life insurance thing and this infinite banking thing does not work for me, I'm going to have to find a job. And chances are it is not going to be easy because at that time people wanted to work. Jobs were not easily available. In today's day and age, what is the worst thing that could happen to you? I even thought, well, I guess worst case scenario, I work at McDonald's, but they do have pretty good benefits and they have paid vacation and they pay for college. So that's not so bad. People will laugh at me, but heck, that's not bad at all. At least I'm collecting a paycheck. Now, keep in mind, I've never worked fast food in my life and I've never waitressed a table because I do not have the personality to do either of them. I mean, I'd probably get fired because I'd probably tell somebody off. However, if I had to do them, I would suck it up and do them. And that it wouldn't be the end of the world. You might laugh at me, right? You're the person that told me, no, you shouldn't do that. You might laugh at me, but I'm going to say, hey, at least I tried. What have you done? Not a darn thing. You're still sitting there worried about all the negative stuff that could happen. Go do it. I can't tell you how many business owners, how many people I've talked to that started farming operations that are successful, and people told them they couldn't do it. You do what you put your mind to is about what this equals to. But if you are the parent, if you are the friend, if you are the family member telling somebody, well, it's never gonna work, how about you just keep your trap shut and support them? And it's gonna take time for things to work. If it's not successful overnight, that doesn't mean anything. It took me 5 years to get where I'm at. But if you wanted it to be successful overnight, I look like a failure. But I did absolutely everything I could do. And I was talking to one of my friends about this the other day. And when I started in this industry, the guy that I was visiting with said to me, are you the kind of person that if you're having a bad day or you're just not able to connect with people, that you're just going to stay in bed the next day and it's going to take you some time to like get back into the saddle? Or are you the kind of person that just gets up the next day? And I thought, well, I don't really know. I mean, I've never had a situation where I've just stayed in bed. So I suppose I'd be the person that just got up the next day. For 5 years, I just got up the next day. People didn't think they knew what I was talking about. And so I got up every day and I did what I needed to do. And I was creative and figured out ways to do things and was listening to things and educating myself. And I was doing stuff to move forward, even though not everything was moving me forward every single day. What kind of person are you? Are you the person that's going to stay in bed and mope and hope that whatever you want just comes to you? Or are you the person that's going to go get it? Because the go-getter is the one that is going to succeed. Stuff doesn't happen with you sitting on the couch and sitting in your bed, wallowing in a pint of ice cream. Doesn't happen. Go get it. And don't expect every day to be the most productive day in the world. I can have 12 meetings a week or 15 meetings a week. And guess what? Not all 15 of those people are going to become clients. Maybe 4, maybe 5 of those, but not all 15 of them. But guess what? I made 15 new friends. I had ideas from those 15 new people. I learned something from those people. Even if they don't do business with me, I learned something that I can take and share with you. That's not a loss. That's amazing information that I can better somebody else's life with, that I can learn from, that I have a topic for a podcast for. Gosh, just think of all the things I can do with that. And some people would say, well, I didn't make any money today because they didn't want to do a life insurance policy with me. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I didn't lose anything. So think about that. When you are the one that has a dream that you want to fulfill, just go do it. And who cares about what everybody else is saying? And everybody else that's saying stuff, just close your traps. I mean, you're probably not the people that are listening to this anyway. But these millennials are coming in with ideas. And if it's a millennial, they're coming in with amazing ideas. Give them a listen. Help them problem solve through that about, you know what, we might run into this, and this. So let's try it, but let's make sure that we're going to keep our eyes open for this, and this. Because us elders do have some experience that's valuable. But there is no reason to be shutting people down when they have ideas. None at all. So go get what you want and say it proudly. Do not think that somebody is going to come by and slap you across the head and tell you you're an idiot. And it surely is not going to be me. I am going to have 10 million more questions and trying to help you get there. I'm not going to tell you you're crazy. No, I'm going to help you make it successful. Because I love ideas. If you guys have not heard me talk about the Working Genius personality test, y'all need to go to Working Genius. I think it's workinggenius.com. I don't know. They have no idea who I am, but I love them. And so go to workinggenius.com, take your personality test, and it will tell you what your strengths are, and it will tell you what frustrates you. My strength is invention. I love to come up with ideas and invent ways for you to grow your business and do all those things. I am doing that in meetings with clients. We're going to go through that, and then we're going to figure out where all this money is in that process to start a policy. Because I want your business to be successful. I have thousands and thousands of people I've talked to that I can share their knowledge, and I'm going to do that. So when you come see me, it's not just, oh, hey, what are we going to do with life insurance? No, I want to help you with the business. And like today, I had a business I had never heard of before. I was so dang excited. I had all sorts of questions. It was exciting. So go be successful. Take the risk, do the thing, and make your appointment if you've read the book so that you can share it with me. All right, you guys, if you need the book, go to withoutthebank.com. If you are in the Cedar Rapids area, no, I will be there July 20th. Hopefully, we have a venue picked out soon so we can get tickets sold. We will be doing 2 events, one for clients only, one for new people. July 20th. Be on the lookout for that. If you need anything, let me know, MaryJo at withoutthebank.com. Otherwise, you have a fantastic rest of your day.
Thanks for listening to the Farming Without the Bank podcast. We hope today's episode has inspired you to take control of your finances in new ways. Don't forget to check out our website, farmingwithoutthebank.com, and engage with us on our Facebook page, Farming Without the Bank. Join us next week as we smash more financial myths and empower you to accomplish your financial goals.